How's it going? It's Rocky. I know it's been a while since I released my content. I usually release every week, and there's a good reason why I haven't been as active as I wanted to be on YouTube. And the reason for that, I do want to share to the world that I am now a proud father of a young, healthy, beautiful girl. Both my wife and I are happy to have her, and my wife is also doing well. Because of this life changing event, I am also trying to figure out how I can pretty much trade and at the same time spend a lot of time with our newborn. And what I really love about this career is that I do have the flexibility to be able to do this at home, take care of both my wife and my child. And what's great about futures is it's 24 hours almost, right? So I really like that flexibility aspect of it. But anyway, on the content this week, what I do want to share is after 41 trading days, I am finally able to request a payout from Apex. So I just want to show you my statistics and also the process of requesting this payout. And before we get started, just a quick disclaimer. This is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions. Now, looking at this ATF dashboard here, you'll be able to see this maximum amount of days I've been trading. It's pretty much 47 days that I've had the PA. It started in late July, and now we are at October 1st, the first day of Q4 in the year 2024. And if we look at my two PAs here, which is PA 44 and 45, we finally hit the minimum, which is 1,600, to be able to request a withdrawal. And I know that took a long time, and I'm fine with that. So I've been trading the micros, so it was a very incremental increase throughout this process. But what was great about this is I was able to pretty much survive those days where I may go on tilt or just become irresponsible. And that's because I was trading the micros. And now that we are at this level, we no longer have a trailing drawdown. So hopefully I can now trade a lot bigger and be able to progress with this. So with these two PAs, I've traded them for about 41 trading days. So 41 out of those 47 days. Something that I do want to point out, which unfortunately doesn't show it on the top. I couldn't figure out how to zoom it out. So this one only starts at day 17. But if you look at one of the charts here, you'll be able to see that it'll point out the red days out of all this total of 41 days that I've been trading. So you can see here, August 19th or 20th rather. Another one here was a negative day. Third one, 4 and 5. So 5 red days out of 41 days. That's not bad. That's a pretty good percentage that I am proud of. So back to the ATF website, this is the tab for request for a payout. And looking at the bottom here, you can see I've only had 2 payouts, $2,000. Not something I'm proud of. It took a long time, right? My last one was on April Fool's Day, April 1st, 2024. And before that was September 20, 2023. So it was a very, very steep learning curve for me on this entire process. But hopefully we've hit that pivot point where we can now, and hopefully we're now able to withdraw on a more consistent basis. So on a payout, this one will only show during the pay period. So there's 2 pay periods. There's the 1st to the 5th of the month and 15th to the 20th of each month. And then the account that's eligible will only show on this drop down menu if you hit the minimum balance and if you've met the minimum of 10 days of trading the account. When I click on this drop down menu, it will show the 2 accounts that is eligible for a withdrawal, a request for a payout, and that's PA44 and PA45. So I am allowed to request up to $1,500, which is the max per pay period for the first 4 months. However, I want to keep this PA as long as I can. And just because I like the number 7, I'm going to go ahead and request $700 from each account. And my logic for that is by withdrawing that, more or less that will leave me about $800. And with the way I'm trading, with $800 with 4 micros, with my max risk of 100 points, which is $200, that means that I would have to be wrong 4 times in a row for me to blow up the account. Or another way of looking at it, I can always downsize that, right? I also trade 2 micros at a time sometimes. So really, I need to be wrong 8 times in a row. But I'm just doing this to cover my sunk costs and also pay a little bit of bills. But I don't want to withdraw too much to a point that I don't have enough buffer and that 41 days will just go to waste. So that's my take on it, and we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and make that request of $700 on the first account, and we'll send that request. Alright, and then the next one, we'll look at the second PA, request the same amount, I agree, and then I am going to request that as well. Oh, invalid CAPTCHA. So I think I have to refresh the page and come back to this. Okay, so now you can see PA 44 was here, the one I just requested. Amount requested is $700. Payment request status is pending. So that's on October 2nd. It's showing October 1st right now because I am on the Pacific Coast, but it's now October 2nd in Central Time where Apex is at. So we'll look at the next account that's eligible. So that's the 45. I will request $700, agree to the payout request agreement, and then click that I am not a robot, and we will request that. And after that request, I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh this so we can see right there. Okay, so now we have made that request. Both are pending. Again, as I mentioned, 41 trading days. In the past, I hit 20 days on each one before I blow up the account, but hopefully I've learned from there and I'll do better this time. But thanks for following along with this journey. I'll update you on Friday, hopefully, on our remaining 5 PAs and the remaining 13 evals that we're going through. And hopefully I can go back to the cadence of releasing again every week on the progress on my futures trading. Hey, so I was in the middle of editing my actual video, and to my surprise, my payout is already approved. I kid you not. So if you go back a little bit on the video where I was talking about the payout request status to pending, that was around 10:20 p.m. So if you look in the bottom right, you'll be able to see that is at 10:20 p.m. and I was checking my email while I was doing my editing, and as you can see in here, this is pretty amazing. So great job, Apex. Look at that time, 10:27 p.m. and my $700 was already approved. So it was approved from 10:20 to 10:27 p.m. That's pretty much within 7 minutes. So I tell you, I am quite happy about this. I don't know if it's because I didn't request for the full $1,500 or because I've been trading this account for 41 days, but this is a game changer. So quite happy about this. Great job, Apex, and just wanted to share that. I hope that was pretty educational for you, so I will catch you on the next one.